Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I am Flash and thank you for joining me for another Marvel Snap video. And it is Thursday, it is another day, and we have another video from the stream team. This is we got some gameplay here from the decks from yesterday, which was Wednesday. You know, a lot of Arishem stuff and one like non-Arishem deck, but let's get right into it. Alright everybody, so as usual, thank you so much for joining me, and if you could hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It very much goes a long way and it costs you absolutely nothing. So in conjunction with my good friend Glazer over at Snap Judgments, we have a few decks from yesterday, and this first one, like I said, we got a couple non-Arishem decks, but this first one here from Fed1bp is a deck that won the qualifier. He won with getting into the Snap Masters League. This here is a Sandman deck. It does Sandman stuff. It's got Miss Marvel surprise at the end. You saw the video yesterday from Glazer. He goes by the turn by turn and all that stuff, but what you're here for is gameplay. So let's look at the rest of the decks and then get right into gameplay. One of the two Arishem decks here from OWLgod, another amazing player. This deck naturally is looking to leverage some of the tech stuff, right? It's mainly a Lockjaw style build, which is funky because when the last time anybody played Lockjaw? But you got Lockjaw, you got Leech, you got Enchantress, you have tech stuff, right? Shang-Chi. So you have good counterplay if you hit it, and of course Blob is in here with a couple of the big cards, Magneto and Giganto. Manage the variance and you'll be fine. This is the other non-Arishem deck. This one is from YoWoodyMJ, phenomenal player. Always is in like the top 5, top 3 every season as much as he wants to be. This is a discard randomness with Cersei and Helicarrier. There's a lot of stuff happening here that looks like Glazer said, that it shouldn't work, but it does. You'll see some games. If you manage the variance well, you can win a lot of games with a deck like this. And of course, our fourth and last deck here from one of the greats, Lamby. It's just got a lot of good cards in it, right? It has the Quinjet Loki package. It's got Collector. I'm sorry, not Collector. Coulson, right? The other C messed me up. But Dark, and it is running Darkhawk as a counterplay for mirror matchups. Blob, Mockingbird, who is perpetually just one of the best cards in the game right now, if not the best card in the game, because she fits in so many good places. Got Legion here for location variance. There's a lot that's good that's happening here. If you hit these cards, you're great. Whatever you get from Arishem is great too, presumably, right? But that's neither here nor there. Let's get into some games. And now, as always, we're going to play some. Hey, look, this person's name is Ben Brode. I don't think they're actually Ben Brode though. We're gonna play some games like kind of reverse engineer in the way where I like to play the decks that I feel like I'm going to enjoy the least to the ones I think I might enjoy the most. So let's see how this goes. We are up against an Arishem deck. Let's see. They've got the Mockingbird out already. Ooh, that's tough. Sucks to be them here. Let's go ahead and play Cable. One thing you can do with this deck that's very good, as Glazer pointed out, is that you can go Miss Marvel and Jeff on the last turn of the game, which is very strong. And if you've managed your space well across the board, it is stronger to do than just playing Doom. So I'm gonna hold fast with what I got. Also, keep in mind that if you play, Nocturne was great here. Keep in mind that if you play Sandman on 5, you can still do the Miss Marvel and Jeff play at the end because, you know, Jeff. I don't love this. This is gross. I'm just gonna play Mystique for no good reason, just because she's clogging up my hand. 2, 4, 5. Now let's not play Mystique. Let's hold off on Mystique because maybe we might want to go Claw into Mystique, or maybe Doc Ock is going to ruin that for us. In all kind of ways, because there's Claw. Jeff, we can at least get out of there, but that's not going to matter. Miss Marvel. I mean, Miss Marvel might really help us mid, for sure. Let's play White Widow. Actually, let's go Sandman mid. And then we can move Jeff out plus Eliath on the last turn. Let's see how that fares for us. Loki is great for us because they can only play one card, right? So now we just move Jeff over into the... Now we could go Jeff... Let's move Jeff into the left lane, play Eliath mid. Because we gotta... Actually, you know what? If we play Eliath mid, we're gonna lose the proc on the Doombot. We're gonna lose the proc on Miss Marvel because of the Doombot is also a 6. But, you know, 10 is a lot to gain. We'd lose 5, but, you know, we're gaining 10. Which would take us... This would be 11. This would be 21. As opposed to moving Jeff here, which is 19. Right? And then playing this. Eliath left. I think the... Well, 21 is more, right? So let's move Jeff. Let's play Eliath mid. See where that takes us. Okay, so let's see what it is, though. Could just be one big power card. It's Sandman. That's... Ooh, they get it on power. They get it. See, they get the swing. It was still the best play, power-wise. Because even if we had just moved Jeff, it would have been, like I said, only 19. So... I guess the best play in this instance may have been Nocturne, because we had a 6, we had a 5, we were getting what was it at the time? 20. Nocturne looks like it would have been the play. 16, 21. Looks like it would have been the same 21, huh? Yeah, it is what it is. All right, let's get one more game in with this deck. Okay, one more here with this deck. We got 4 decks here, so we got to run through, you know, a couple of games with each deck, just to give you all some gameplay on how it looks. So let's put White Widow in the left lane. You know what the turn by turn is, right? So again, if you've watched the video from yesterday from Glazer, you know what the ideal turn by turn is for these decks. Glazer broke all of that down. You've got the replacements for what, you know, could be in these decks for cards that you may not have, what you can't replace, right? Things like that. So check out, obviously if you got here, you watched that video. So you should know very well what all the turn by turns are for these decks. It shouldn't be a surprise in any way, shape, or form. I'm hoping Great Web pulls Nocturne. That way we can get rid of that and still be able to proc another play on Nocturne. What am I... Let's go Red Guardian mid. I don't really have any other play there otherwise. There's Wong, so maybe this would be a really good hit for Red Guardian. Bam, there it is. That's a good hit. That's the ideal hit you want there. Still no pulling the Nocturne into Great Web. As we go... let's just go Sandman. Am I right? Let's just go Sandman. Sandman into Doom sounds really good, huh? This could be what? Maybe White Tiger. Yep. Look, when you know, you know. I don't love... I'm gonna pull Nocturne. Okay, let's play Doom and hope for the best. I know how terrible that sounds, right? Just kind of like hope, like on a whim and a prayer. Because if they go Odin mid, they get another 8 points of power here. Let's move Nocturne. Let's see if this works out in our favor. Or I say right specifically, but the Tiger could go left. I think I moved Nocturne into the wrong lane. That's my bad. I should have moved Nocturne mid. That's okay. It happens. I'm just here to give you gameplay for what this deck looks like. All right, let's get to the next deck. And as I always say, don't shoot the messenger, right? I'm just here playing these games out. Listen, I'm tanking my rank, okay? To showcase you this goodness. Okay, so we're playing Arishem. They are not. This is the OWLgod version. Again, I'm not sure how much I'm going to love this, so here we go. Feel like the Lamby one is probably the best one of the bunch. Necrotia. Let's put Mantis. A, can't play anything else. B, well, they sold me on that. So they did lose their Hulk though, so good for us. Yeah, it's just Fastos. We currently have something that looks good. Magic, okay, Silk bounces. I probably should have put Mantis in a different lane. Because the ability to play Giganto and Arnim Zola the Giganto is very good. I should have left a lane open. That's my fault. But again, now here we got Silk bouncing all around the board. Completely would ruin that there anyway. So let's just Giganto. We can still try to go for the 50-50 with the Zola on Giganto. It is what it is. Having an extra point of power, of energy is just very good. And one of the more underestimated things about playing Arishem. Lockjaw into Daredevil is also great here. And again, if we have to run the 50-50, and we'll see what happens. No use for Daredevil anymore. Bam, we hit the leech, which is good. A little late on the leech. I was expecting that to be Shang. I really don't know what else. We have Prio, so they lost their Hulk, so I don't know. Who knows what they might drop here. If they just go play for to win the right lane with just big stuff, we should still win, depending on what they put middle, because they're gonna get the swing on the +4. Yeah, shocker. Okay, that's. Oh, wait a minute. And M'Baku, oh my god. I forgot he was in this deck. Oh my. Oh boy. Okay, well that was fun. Alright, let's get to the next one. Wow. This card is gonna be a lot of fun. This card changes the way this game functions and like what you know about Snap for a long time here. I got no real use for Invisible Woman, so let's just throw into Altar of Death and let's accelerate our game plan here a little bit. They are also playing Arishem. Some Arishem versus Arishem. Ah, that was craziness. And they're also playing a High Evil version, which again is a deck that's making its rounds.
Right on time.
All right, Domino. Yeah, we can just do all this. This is fine. We're just gonna keep spamming Altar of Death because some of these cards we have no use for. Maybe I should have threw Punisher into the right lane. And they're doing the same thing because that's what you can do here. Good thing I didn't put Punisher in the right lane. Hell's Kitchen, draw 1 cost. I should have one, right? Yeah, sure, let's go. Man, Medusa, Korg. I mean, this deck really playing Arishem really tests your skills as a pilot. We lose the Shang, but and now we lose Khazar, but that's just more fodder for Altar of Death, so fine by me.
Hey, you found a rook.
It really tests your skills, like I said, as a pilot. I'm gonna play the Shang now. Well, into Altar of Death. At some point, I'm gonna need to put things onto the board that stick, right? I'm gonna play that Magneto. That's fine. Ooh, the Cloak is good, but it's the two-way effect where I'm like, oh, put Cloak into Altar of Death, but maybe not. Let's go Cloak and Magneto. Oh, this is really good now. The Magneto, baby. So we get to clog up the middle lane and they don't. Ah, crap. We played the Cloak. Shoot. Well, Cloak screws us. Thanks, Cloak. The problem is that you never know what your opponent has. That's the problem. You just don't know. So you're just like going on a whim and a prayer. Because you legitimately have no clue. So you're just hoping for the best. They might have armor, right? They're gonna last turn drop that into Altar of Death. Who knows? They could have a Nimrod. Like, I don't like. That's the thing about playing Arishem and playing against Arishem. You just don't know. It quite literally could be anything. I didn't have that. This is somebody's gonna back down. This is what's gonna happen in a lot of these games. Oh, this is great. All right, let's get to the next one. All right, we're up against Move Enthusiast. We got the YoWoodyMJ deck here. The wildest one of this bunch. I'm just gonna go Quinjet here. Into currently nothing, but maybe we might get a target for Blade. Jotunheim is terrible. All right, Cable, let's see what we got. Nothing. A lot of nothing here. Okay. X23. So perhaps Destroy Deck? Well, I say perhaps, but you know. Now we just need... Ah, man. Let's do this, yeah. We just need Makari to not jump into Murder World. Okay, so it's not necessarily a Destroy Deck, but it is... Oh, that's right. She jumps after, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway, so that's good. Oh my god, of course you would go middle. It's one of the ramp, you know, big destroy card stuff deck, whatever. Okay, Coulson with no reason to play the Blade. I'm not gonna play Blade out. Super Scroll is good depending on what they got. There's Cannonball. Okay. I can also Cannonball. Joke's on you. Cannonball into Blade, and then let's see what happens. Let's get that out of there. Alright, let's see what it is. Okay. Those are some hits. Those are some hits for sure. Could have done without that. Could have done without that for sure. I mean, we still get the ability to, like, we can do Cersei. We can't do Crossbones is out. We could just do Cersei and see what happens. Now, of course, if they play Eliath, we just lose, right? Because we don't get to Cersei. There's the Destroyer. I mean, depending on what we hit, she could still win us the game. Like, Makari could turn into a 4-10, right? I think we're gonna lose. Wait, or is it a tie? Oh my god. Look, if these things don't happen and nobody sees them happen, there's no way you would believe it happened. Oh my god. That's not even an Arishem deck. What we were playing. Like, oh my goodness. Alright, next game. You know, I gotta say, like, my official opinion is that this is like one of the inflection points of where, like, Marvel Snap just gets a lot more fun from here. Punisher from them, which is interesting considering, oh, I don't know, they're not playing an Arishem deck or something. Like, what are they playing? That Punisher is a card that they chose to put in. Oh, I mean, yes, but okay. See, now we get our own Arishem deck, right? Now, unfortunately, we'll just play Craven. Sure. Just cuz, right? And this is an easy, like, yeah, go ahead and play Corvus Glaive turn. Jotunheim again. Yeah, we just Corvus Glaive. Hope it doesn't hit Proxima, because then she's gonna jump into Jotunheim. But I can't take the chance of Odin and Punisher. Okay. We want the extra energy anyway. They're playing a straight up ongoing deck. I mean, Proxima, and then like we can copy it. We can just go for the power, copy it. Wow, they're playing like a, jeez. Okay. Just unexpected is all. Collector into Coulson. Oh.
I am Iron Man.
And listen, it's not that these decks aren't good. If you don't have a certain level of tech for these cards, like you're just gonna lose to a lot of like ongoing type stuff. They just drop like Spectrum in the right lane here and possibly just win. But that's 6 power. We can we could beat that. I don't. Coulson, Nick Fury should beat that. Well, I don't know. Let's see. Claw? Dang, we lose to Claw. That I didn't read. In which case, we could have just played our... I was gonna say, we could have played our Nick Fury in the left lane, but that wouldn't have been enough power. It would have been short by 1. Still a good deck, though. Fun, as you can see in that first game. Alright, let's get to the Lamby deck. Okay, so here we are. We're on to the Lamby deck. Lamby Arishem deck, which is the potential standard for where these Arishem decks could stand to be built upon, right? I don't love Shauna, but we're just, I mean, if you're playing Arishem, you're playing into a level of RNG as it is, so. And there's Project Pegasus, because of course that's the hot location. Why wouldn't it be? Like, why wouldn't they make that the hot location? Like, yeah, I'm gonna go Mega Red and the White Queen. The White Queen. I wonder what they're playing though. Mantis, Red Guardian, okay. Rocket goes off. Mega Red's out there. We got Hawkeye over. There's a lot of things happening right now. An abundance of things happening. Oh, Hobgoblin. I see. I see they've chosen violence plus debris. That I don't mind, obviously. Naturally, we just play Hobgoblin over here because, you know, we want to get the proc on Hawkeye. Plus, we can play it, so we might as well play it. Okay, they got the Havoc out now. Early Havoc is a choice. Now they have the Hobgoblin, okay? So we have to be very careful with our next play. Because they can play that now. So the question is, where do they do that? And where do I want to put Blob? Naturally, I want to put Blob in the left lane. My guess is that they would put Hobgoblin left to counter the Omega Red. Is what I would do. Plus, you get the proc on Angela. I think that's what they're gonna do. I could be so wrong. I don't want to Loki away the blob. Let's just go Red Guardian, Hercules. Is that right? Oh, I was right, but they didn't put the Hobgoblin out, but they lose the kitty. They lose the kitty, which means we should win the left lane. Get that extra proc on Omega Red for everything. Drop Blob middle. Even if they have the Shang. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Piloting Arishem decks is again going to be how well you can play around the variance of cards. Okie dokie, one more here. And again, like I was saying, playing around the variance of the cards is going to be... Now, that's probably a game I would have snapped early. But playing around the variance of the cards is going to be a skill, and that some people are just going to have to... You're going to have to take the time to make that work. We got a 3/6 Hercules, bro. I'm just going to drop that into deep space, because why not? It's a 3/6. What are we talking about? That can play on turn 2. Like, it's just very good for us. It's a 6 power that can't get disrupted because of deep space. We got Project Pegasus. This is also a game where I would snap, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to for the sake of, you know, the content. I don't want them to early retreat. They might still retreat, but, you know. If we get Red Guardian, that would be nice. We could shut Null off because he was sitting in a lane by himself. What did we just lose? Oh, Black Cat. Just like blinked herself away. Man, I just put Spite. This is a 5/9. This is 9 power I could play on turn 4. Like, it's just wild. Like, I don't know. Sure, fine. We got to contend with death right in the left lane, but if we pull Shang, like, don't we have Shang? I mean, we do. We could just Loki. We have a lot of options here. Like I said, we could just Loki. We could just drop Hulk. There's a lot of things we can do here. Let's be honest. Loki into White Widow is good, but we would only be Lokiing 3 cards, which is not great. Oh, man, let's just drop Hulk. Vanilla Hulk is just good too. How about that? Bucky Barnes. Oh my goodness. We got a Bucky Barnes sighting, everybody. Hulk smash. Do they take the chance with an Arnim Zola? They shouldn't, because if it hits Null and that goes into the left lane, you're just cooked. That's... They'll probably play Death in the right lane, maybe? Two, 4, 6. 10 power mid's not enough. We have to take the chance that this is enough. It's a good chance it is not enough. Yeah. Yeah, good play on their part, putting the Death in the right lane. That's the correct option. That's the correct option. There was a situation where I just float. If I float turn 5 into Infinite, still not enough power. If I knew I was going to get Infinite floating on, which you never know that, floating on turn 4 into Infinite would have been very good. Then we could have easily won that, but that's a variance you can't play around. You just don't know. All right, everybody. So those were the decks. And like I said, we got some fun stuff happening there. Very crazy games. And it is what Arishem is going to be a very fun card. I would highly recommend getting this card if you have the resources to do so. This is the most unique singular card ever released into Marvel Snap. Okay, this is along the lines of what Thanos does, what Agatha does, what High Evo does, just like, but takes it up to like 10. Because when your opponent, if you're playing High Evo or you're playing against Thanos, you know what those decks do. You know what's getting added. You know how to play around it a lot of the time. You know what to expect. when you're going up against Arishem, you have no clue. You quite literally have 12. There are 12 cards that are completely unaccounted for that you don't know how to play around because you don't know what they are. Highly recommend this card. I would highly recommend even taking this into Conquest. You're probably going to get a lot of good wins with this in Conquest. Yeah, check it out. Have some fun with it. You can quite literally build whatever you want with this and just add Arishem as a 12th card in the deck and just random BS go. But that's it. That's all. That's my time. I'm Flash. This is the stream team. Thank you, Glazer. Thank you, Snap Judgments. I will catch y'all with another one of these videos next week. Peace out.